Hi, I'm Lizette from Clovetree. Today I'll show you how to spin a supercoil yarn. I'm doing this a little bit back to front. I should have shown you how to do a thick and thin yarn first. This is it. This is a thick and thin yarn that I've spun from a hand-carded bat so that I can get all the colours that I like in there. I'm working towards a woodland project and I wanted really nice fresh colour, so there's some green and pops of yellow in here. I'm spinning this around a core yarn. The core yarn is just a commercial ball of wool. This one I'm spinning around the outside. If you can get your wool from the inside, it actually works a lot better. But I couldn't, so I'm just have to content myself with the fact that this is going to bounce around the floor. So how to spin this yarn is you use your thick and thin yarn at a 45-degree angle onto your core yarn, and you spin it so that it rolls around the core yarn like that. Push it up, and here's the tricky bit. This is what makes these coils stay intact and not unwind or fold over each other. You then use your commercial yarn, give it one little twist to keep it in place, and that just anchors your coils. You can see I've anchored it over there. I tend to anchor it in the thinner bits with the yarn is thinner, but I mean that's really up to you how you do it. And then continue. So there we go. Push it up, anchor it with your core yarn, and off you go. You can see I'm using my finger to guide the thick and thin yarn. Beautiful even coils. Push it up, makes a little beehive, anchor it, and then there we go, some more coils. So I'm not using my finger to do anything but guide the coils over there. It just stops them from sliding all the way up the yarn. I will do it without my finger, and you'll see what I mean. You see the spacing is a lot wider on here. I can still push it up and make a coil, but I just feel it's a lot tidier when I use my finger to guide the yarn. My core yarn is sliding through my fingers as it's pulling up the bobbin. There we go. Push it up and anchor it and continue. I think it's better to actually do the anchoring in the thinner bits of the yarn. It doesn't interrupt the beautiful little beehive of where the yarn thickens and creates that little beehive sitting there. Oh, there's a nice thick bit over there. There we go. And push. There's a nice fat little beehive. Anchor it and then continue. You can of course use this method with an evenly spun yarn. It doesn't have to be, you'll still get slightly beehive action on it even if you use a simple one with a pushing technique that you use, although it won't be as defined as it is in a thick and thin yarn. There we go. So one more time. Use my finger to guide the coils onto the yarn. See my beautiful 45-degree angle over there? Because that's kind of the key to creating this kind of yarn where you want your thick and thin yarn to coil around your core. Okay, anchor it and off we go. That's it. Now you can use this technique with roving as well, and you can use this technique to do a core spun yarn too. Instead of using your ready spun yarn with the core spun yarn, you will be using roving or your bat to actually attach the yarn over the core. So I will do a little video of that at some point as well so that you can see how that works. I'm planning to do one of these with similar bat for this particular project, which is going to be a woodland scarf. Right, thanks a lot for watching. If you have any questions, just leave me a comment. If you want to see more of these YouTube videos and tutorials, then just sign up for them. If you subscribe, then you'll get a notification that I've got a new one up. I'm planning to do quite a few more, and thanks for watching.